Today's the first time I'm ever going to be voting.
And how does that feel?
A bit scary.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
What do you mean you don't know what you're doing?
Well, I've never really been told what to do in the sense that, is it important? Would my vote count? What do I do when I get down there? It's all very new and exciting.
It's 20 minutes to 10, so the polls close in just 20 minutes time, and you can see the enumerators across to my left, the right hand side of the screen. It would be hard at work. 10 o'clock expected the first ballot box in at 10 past 10, but down here certainly there's national media, international media as well, with crews over from various parts of Europe, photographers galore. This really has captured the imagination of the local people.
Hey, get that, quick, get that on video! Quick, quick!
Hi there, nice to see you.
Yeah, that's fine.
There you go. I'll not put it upside down.
I'm just about to. I'm going to vote for SNP. Because this is my country, I've always voted SNP.
We're voting for SNP.
Are you confident the SNP are going to win?
Yes.
Thanks very much for your support. You're a stalwart, salt of the earth.
Although this is still a Labour seat, you are almost sort of the underdog.
You know, the same. Doesn't matter if we get some.
Do you know, some countries actually fought together.
Do you think Gordon Brown, because in Glasgow he was seen as a drag on the Labour vote, do you think he's a bonus or a hindrance to you here?
Could do that again.
Just because he lives in Glenrothes and just because he's a head teacher or whatever, I mean, he could be the best head teacher in the world. I don't care if he could be a terrible politician. Just because he's a good head teacher doesn't mean he's going to be a good politician.
And what time did you vote?
Oh, about an hour ago.
Voted about an hour ago. And who did you vote for? You don't want to say?
I don't want to say.
Okay. Can I ask you who you're going to vote for?
No.
And which party do you think is going to win?
Well, I'm hoping the party I'm going to vote for is going to win.
I don't know why it's been difficult really, it's just I've kind of left it to the last minute. I think that's probably what my problem's been. I should have probably looked at the leaflets when they came through the door the first time, but I didn't, so now I'm stuck. It's only 3 hours till the polls close and I've hopefully made a good decision who I'm going to vote for, so yeah.
And what time did you vote today?
Just before 12.
And can I ask you who you voted for?
No, I'm sorry. I mean, who would you vote for in this election?
That's your first ever polling card?
First ever one.
What does it say on it?
my name, my address, where I'm voting, and why. Clearing off this by-election. If I could keep it, I would frame it as a memory of this day.
Just tell me again about the bonfire last night.
Yeah, it was quite fun. It was a stereotypical method-like bonfire. Just set alight for no reason.
I think it's worth reflecting just for a moment on the significance of what we're doing here. Elections are nothing less than the foundation of our democratic system of government. And if government is to be credible, then the public need to have confidence in the election process.
Now it's Thursday evening, the 6th of November, and this is an eagerly anticipated election. It's so important for the SNP, so important for Labour. It's pretty much been considered by many as a two-horse race, but you've got to remember, in total, there are 8 candidates.
Okay, that'll go with your voiceover, that'll go with your piece. And again, they probably can half it in length.
Oh, certainly. Did you wear one? Yes. Excellent. There we go. Would you like a sticker, please? A sticker? Would you wear one for Lindsay? Thank you very much.
Great, thank you. Thanks very much for your support.
But to come to speak to you, I said, oh, look where it is. I said, I'll have to speak to you.
Okay, thanks.
If you were going to vote, if you were old enough to vote, who would you vote for?
John McDougall.
I'd vote for Lindsay Roy.
Lindsay Roy.
Because my name's Lindsay as well.
Have you met any of the candidates?
None.
Do you know who the candidate is for the Labour Party?
Haven't got a Scooby.
Have you voted today?
Yes, I vote by post.
Can I ask you who you voted for?
Yeah, the Conservatives.
You're the first person who's spoken to me who said they voted Conservative.
Really? Well, one is better than none.
Can I ask you why?
Well, mainly because I am a Conservative and I've just moved up here. So I also don't know a great deal about the local situation as yet.
What is 59 get worth anyone?
This is Lindsay Roy, the Labour candidate for tomorrow's election.
How many times you come down to bingo just a Saturday afternoon? You want to leave a sticker as well? 6 and 1, 61. 8 and 7, 87. 7 and 4, 74. All the 3s, 33. 4 and 9, 49.
I shall be voting SNP.
And could you tell me why you're going to vote SNP?
I've always voted SNP and I'm Scottish and proud of it. I don't think the Labour Party is for the working man anymore.
Who will you be voting for on Thursday?
Probably SNP.
Could I ask you why?
Just because it's the Scottish Party, yeah. Just 'cause I think maybe they do more for Scotland. And
Will you be voting in
Yes.
the by-election Thursday? You will. And is it okay to ask you which party you do?
SNP.
And could I ask you why?
I think they're going to do more for like single parents and things like that. Everything's getting so expensive. We're needing a party in that's going to help us. It'll be easier to live day by day.
I think the SNP's going to give them a crushing blow on Thursday.
I've lived in Methil all my life, and essentially this place has obviously had a really bad reputation for drugs, fighting, and antisocial behaviour before there was even like a term for antisocial behaviour.
I'm quite excited now. I'm going to vote.
Have you made up your mind yet?
Yeah.
Cheers then. Right. Where are we going?
What do you think of that car?
I think it's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, but see, that's two things. Methyl and taste didn't exactly go together.
Why's that?
Because it isn't exactly the intellectual elite about here, is it?
Do you think that there's a big difference between Labour and the SNP?
Oh, aye.
What do you think the differences are?
The SNP's for the Scottish people.
OK, Lindsay, thank you very much for taking the time out to speak to me.
Not
I won't
problem,
keep you long
not
because
problem.
you're a very, very busy man. Get out campaigning here and leaving today.
Yes,
First
yeah.
of all, what's your message to people that are heading to the polls on Thursday?
This is Lindsay Roy, the Labour candidate.
Vote for Labour. I'm a man who's lived in this community for more than 27 years. The action plan is not just my action plan, it's the action plan for people in our community, and they can trust me to follow it through and deliver.
I'm sure you'd agree, it hasn't been the easiest of 18 months for the Labour Party in Scotland. Just how important a by-election is this for Labour Party and their vision for the future?
And I mean, I do get pension credit.
Pension credit.
Which, yes, because I'm 73. I'll get my dad.
A few years though.
2 years, and then I'll get the
bus pass. Oh, aye, the bus pass as well, sorry.
Right, right. Thank you very
And
much.
the bus pass as well.
I've always had a bus pass.
Yeah, that was my point. Hello, I'm Jim Murphy, Secretary of State for Scotland. Hiya.
This is important, man, Lindsay. Good to see you.
Well, you don't need to talk me into Labour. I've been Labour all my days.
Stick with us. Hello, sir. I'm Jim Murphy, Secretary of State for Scotland. Hiya, this is Lindsay Roy.
Doing means assessment for the elderly.
Oh,
£4 a week, up to £11 an hour. So if they've got any money in the bank, they're taking the money out of the,
that's not fair, is it?
Very pleased to meet you. I know. Thank you for your support.
Okay,
Mr.
guys.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thanks.
We made strenuous efforts, I think, to ensure that the media have been provided with everything that you need to cover this count tonight. And in doing that, we've taken account of feedback you've given us from previous elections that we've conducted here.
The Scottish National Party. It's time to help local families cut soaring heating bills. Let's send that message.
And that's obviously to protect the secrecy of the ballot, and I would ask you all to observe that, please.
John, can you just make me scarf? He's just coming over the stop there.
Very good, thank you very much. That's not somebody come with a box of eggs, John, is it? That's gotta be.
When's it going in the middle? Watch your gear, guys, watch your gear. Come on, only we want that.
Just doing this with, please.
Yes, yeah.
John, can you get one into this camera, please?
And down here, please.
Okay, thank
Once
you.
you've done that, Jen, she's just
You're not the sun, are you?
Yeah, this one, guys, this one.
Gentlemen, you looking towards each other?
Lindsay, just looking towards each other.
John, just look at Lindsay, that's it.
Are you around there, I think?
John, can you just put me shoulder for 1 second, both of you, with Lindsay as well? Thank you.
Well, you must be the independent.
That's it. That's right, John. That's right. That's one. John. Thank you.
Just over here, please, John. Straight ahead of you.
I'm going to come round, right?
Sorry.
And then here, John.
Look what happened in Glasgow Easter.
I know, we've lessons to learn. And we need to learn them in safe seats as well. Don't worry about that. We picked up that message. We've got to get back. You just don't win elections anymore by announcing your Labour. You get out and you convince people, because a lot of our people are not telling us about our record. You know what I always do when I come to these places, of course, it's all about that. That's the record. When you got your photographers up, right? 10 years ago, I came up, 12 years with my little record, right? And I said, this is what a Labour government will do for you. Now, can you know any political party that promised something at its beginning of term? Strong economy, more hospitals, waiting lists reduced, class sizes to 30. They tell me the SNP, I've just met some people in there, in Paisley, isn't it? Now going to increase the size of the schools. We delivered on that, and I'm proud of that. So we should knock on the doors and say, after 10 years, we delivered.
So if Labour can't win the seat next to Gordon Brown's, isn't it in trouble?
Well, I'll leave you guys to make that judgment. You're asking it all the time. It's up to the people now in Scotland. We put our case. People here in Glenrothes to make a decision. But I'll tell you what, the rest of the UK are quite glad that that's the man in charge and not Cameron. Cameron's not got many votes around here, has he? Salmon can't do anything about the global problems we've got at the moment. Most of his international arguments have gone. Labour will put its case. Labour's proved itself in 10 years. And we'll be in there putting a case, and I hope the good people of Glenrothes will back Lindsay, who comes from public services education.
We'll do it as slow as we can. Just for you.
Yeah, we'll watch.
Keep an eye on them, yeah?
There's some people at the back shop. I know.
I think the reasoning that it's important to vote primarily is like you're actually like shaping what people are supposed to do for you personally, and also there's a lot of people that are always complaining about the government and the council and stuff like this, and they never vote. It's like they've not even got a right to complain if they even try to vote. So that's the way I look at it, basically.
It is there. It's just like all of them. But it's just kind of got what each of them said, and it's got little comments at the bottom from people who are voting today about what they think and stuff.
There's nothing to do.
I know.
Nothing to do at all. There's literally nowhere to go.
They said about more opportunities for young people, so I think that's quite. It really says opportunities. I think that means quite a lot of things.
Like somewhere like you can actually go and like have a laugh without it being like a wee church hall. You feel like, oh my god, this is boring, and I'm sitting in an empty room.
My main objective with young people is to enhance their self-esteem, to make them believe in themselves, to maximise their potential.
So I think that'll be good, whatever it is, but because it's not really specific, but I think it covers quite a lot that could happen. So yeah, I think I'll just go for that.
I voted SNP. I've been converted.
Happy?
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to win?
No.
Which box did you cross?
The SNP one.
And you're sure about your decision?
Yeah, 100%. It's done, over and done with now.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, thanks.
You're fine. Bye-bye.
With the owner of the Great VW Golf, registration HWCWJ, please take your keys and move your vehicle. Thank you.
It looks as if it's going to be very tight. We'll work very hard to get every voter out. But at the end of the day, I think we will. Well, Labour's solution would be someone who has trust, confident but not complacent. I will challenge anybody, I will champion the interests of the people in Fife, who delivers for youngsters in school budgets. My record in public service as a head teacher, increased care charges, and works closely with families and makes a difference to try and ensure that we change the culture here and get it back to the kind of system that we had before. It's not welcome, it inspires young people, it cuts. We've done our very best to try.
Personally campaigning in the constituencies, having a campaign.
I think it has had an impact. I'm a man of word. We've worked hard. It's not just of talk, but of action and successful action. And the fact that Gordon Brown came to talk to a whole number of undecided voters and actually listen to them, I think they appreciate it. You can't promise kids things and you can't promise parents things and not deliver.
And do you think if you lose, that they'll have to shoulder some of the blame since they're personally involved? Or?
I don't think they'll shoulder any blame. It certainly won't be Gordon Brown's fault or Sarah Brown's fault or your head Julie on the block.
You can win tomorrow. Do you think you'll win tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
think so? You'd be in the ground 2 minutes and vote?
Well, you never know, but no, I think I will vote for them. Because I think it sounds best. Yeah.
Cut down on the druggies, because we know who they are, and get rid of it, and stop underage drinking.
Just after 10 o'clock. They're hoping to have them all in here in the next few minutes, actually. Before 11, they hope to have all the ballot boxes in and counting to be fully underway.
She posted just over 700 votes.
But also a test, of course, for the Prime Minister himself. He is the neighbouring MP.
There's an enormous rise at stake. The SNP have already won a by-election.
Of his fortunes bouncing back as he responds to the financial crisis. This will be the first electoral test of that analysis.
Two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guys all okay there?
This is the result of the parliamentary by-election held on Thursday, the 6th of November 2008, for a member to serve in Parliament for the Glenrothes constituency. Scottish Conservative and Unionist Party, 1,381 votes. Peter Grant, Scottish National Party, 13,209 votes. Lindsay Roy, Scottish Labour Party, 19,000. Lindsay Roy to be elected to serve in Parliament as a member for the Glenrothes constituency.